Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Nadine Lee, and I am a teacher of the Tantric arts, an international best-selling author of Sex Priestess, and a mentor to awakened souls. So, today, in today's video, I am going to be talking to you all about what the sexiest trait in a man is. Now, I know a lot of you here are actually men. And I want to speak to you today about this because, what better way to learn and understand what women want than from a woman? And you might be surprised at what I'm going to be sharing with you, the sexiest trait that most women really crave from men in today's day and age. So I've worked with a lot of women and a lot of men, but mostly women on this path. And I do really love working with men. I've got men's courses, online courses for men, one called Sexual Alchemy and another called Sex God. You can find them in the link below. And these are really places where men can really start their journey on the tantric path in a safe and contained and like clean way. So there's a lot of confusion out there, and these are sort of like the intros into the tantric path for men, specifically around how to relate to women and the basics of sublimation and sexual alchemy, essentially for men. So I love working with men, and I know that men are, struggling at the moment. Like a lot of men come to me seeking counsel, as clients, as brothers, really struggling with their relationships with women. And so I want to speak into what one of the most desirable and like sexiest traits are for a man. And that being the ability to master your sexuality. This is honestly one of the sexiest traits that you can possess as a man. And what this looks like, what I mean by mastering your sexuality, is this art of not being ruled by your lower impulses, your lust, and that like the primal instinct. It's essentially having like reign over that energy. So you can kind of see it as like a dragon. It's like if you have this pet dragon, are you riding that dragon and kind of like, taming that force, but still really tapping into its power and blowing its fire like when needed and essential? Or is this pet dragon literally dominating you and blowing fire on you? And it's kind of this wild beast that's out of control. So, this is kind of like a metaphor for your sexuality. And so, you know, as a man, well, as women, we can feel when your sexual energy is not yet mastered or like you've got a hold on it. And this can be like things like, in the sexual act itself, like you're just like rushing straight to penetration. That's like an obvious example. And then there's like, in terms of just interacting with women. Like women are so sensitive, we can feel like very subtly if your energy is like leaking, and it's like that's where women often like shut off and create that armor because they don't feel safe that essentially you're not going to just like jump on them and you don't have control over that energy yourself because it's not the woman's responsibility to like master that for you. Obviously, it's her responsibility to set boundaries. But if you want your woman or a woman you're interacting with to kind of open up, she needs to feel that like you can, like she can be relaxed in her erotic energy and actually run her erotic energy. And it's not going to just like send you off on a spin and you're just going to get lost in that. Like, if you can hold presence with that and breathe that energy through your body, like feel the turn on, but then like breathe it through your body. That is so sexy. Like that is what women like crave the most. It's like, wow, I can just be my full erotic self. I don't have to hold anything back. And he's just obviously getting turned on. Like we love like the fact that you're getting turned on, but you can breathe it through your body and alchemize that energy through your own body. So what I mean by that is like, you're getting turned on, but you know how to like move that sexual energy from your lower centers up into, your heart space, for example, or into your consciousness to like, create more presence for the woman in front of you. And that presence is what creates safety. And then that presence and safety allows her to open more and to feel safe in her expression. And, the more she feels open and safe and in your company and in your presence, like this is what fuels you, as the man. Whereas if she's like shut down and like she's kind of on edge and armored, like that feels horrible for you as a man. It feels horrible for her as well to feel like she has to be constantly guarding herself from this wild dragon that's out of control. So it's not about like completely cutting off from this primal energy at all. That's not what I'm talking about at all. It's just knowing how to like tame that beast for yourself, not suppress it, not cage it up, but like have a rein on it, like know how to like ride that dragon. And the tantric arts for men, specifically the Taoist tantric arts for men, really are a gateway into that mastery. And this is exactly what I teach in both my men's courses. The first one being sexual alchemy for men, and then the second one is sex god. So those two are amazing resources that you can literally start today. They're both self-paced courses. You can check them out. I'll put the links below. So this is such a gift that you can bring your woman, and women in your field, like one of the most like sexiest things that women feel and respond to is men who are aware of their sexual energy, but it's like this cool, like chill, like a lion energy. Like you think about like walking into a room, into a lion's den. The lion is just fucking powerful. It's just standing there. It doesn't have to do anything. It's radiating like power and like primal, like fuck energy. And it's just like sitting back and witnessing and presence, super chill. It doesn't have to insert itself into a space or like be loud and like tell everyone it's the lion and it's the alpha. Like that's not, it doesn't need to do that. It's energy. It's like, you know, frequency holds that in itself. And that quality of man is so sexy. And it comes through you like literally mastering your sexual energy. It's like there's this simmering of the energy that kind of like cools down, like chills out a bit. And, you're that man in that room that like women are like, whoa, like I can feel his full on primal sexual energy. And he doesn't have to like, splatter it all out or like prove something with it. Like that is so sexy. And so I want more of you men to, you know, learn these arts. Like they're so powerful. Like mastering your sexuality, obviously it makes you more desirable and trustable as a man, but also, a better lover. You can last longer in bed. And when you've like mastered your sexual energy, you also unlock more of your purpose and your ability to channel your purpose into your life. And so, I mean, that's like the ultimate thing that um, you know, serves the masculine, like being on purpose. And it really is linked with your sexuality. So I would love to invite you into this path if you're curious. Um, check out these two courses, Sexual Alchemy for Men and Sex God. I'll link them below for you. And leave a comment, if you're a woman, leave a comment. Let me know if this is something you're like, yes, I really like you know, this is what I want from more of from the men in my life. If you're resonating with this, if you're a man, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. I would love to hear from you. Okay, sending you all so much love. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get updates and be the first to know when I release new videos. I'm putting out videos every week, always one, sometimes two. So stay tuned for that.